Hello everyone and welcome back to Brink of Speed. Today I'm going to talk about everything that I severely dislike, not hate, but dislike about my 2023 Camaro 1LE, and it's the 2SS package. And so real quick before we get into that, I just want to say thank you to all of my Thumbs Up Squad members. You guys have been absolutely amazing for already smashing that thumbs up button. And if you're new to the channel and you love Camaro content, you love Corvette content, but you're here because of the Camaro, please consider subscribing to my channel by smashing that red subscribe button and the bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded. All right, let's not waste any time. Let's get going. So like I said, Corvette and Camaro content, because there's the 1LE and there is the beautiful 23 convertible Corvette. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, as you see, I am out here with my brand new 2023 Camaro SS, and it's a 2SS package with the 1LE track pack on it as well. And the reason why I have you out here today is because I want to talk about basically the 5 things that I hate or dislike or severely dislike, whatever you want to call it. The 5 things that I want to show you guys that I dislike about this car. Now, I'm going to say something right off the bat, and that is there's nothing that is keeping me from wanting to own this car. These are not hates. These are not trying to discourage someone from getting one of these cars. It's not that at all. It's actually quite the opposite. It's just an informative video so that you guys can see everything that I wish GM would do differently with this beautiful 23 Camaro. And so I just want to put that right up front as a disclaimer. I know there's going to be a lot of comments that say, why do you hate this or whatever? I don't. I love most things about this car, but just have to show you some of the things that I dislike, and like I said, just really wish that GM would make a change on these things. And I think most of you will agree with me. So let's get going. By the way, don't mind the dirt and bugs that are on this car. I am gonna wash it tonight. I've been out of town, haven't had time to wash it, but it will get washed. But my first thing, and these are not in any particular order, that I dislike about this car, it's a $55,000 Chevrolet car. Now, what do we all know that most cars in that range have, especially when they have this huge front splitter to protect? Well, they have front cameras somewhere on the front here. There are no front cameras, and that really bugs me. You would think that they would want to help you protect that front splitter. Now, I back into most of the spots that I go to, but it's very difficult to see how close you are to any curb in the front from sitting in that seat there. So that's my first thing. Now, as you will see here, this has a PDR, and that's right where the PDR records from. And that's just like a Corvette. However, when they started the 2020 C8 Corvette, they decided to upgrade that camera from a 720p low resolution to a 1080p high resolution camera. But they didn't on this car. And this is 3 years newer. What the heck? So you may not be able to tell with this view of the PDR, but it is low resolution. And I'll show you right now on the screen what it looks like when I take the card out and actually show you the actual footage. Now here's another thing that I do not like. This is my number 3. There's nowhere on here that you can set this to always record. What the heck, GM? What the heck, Chevrolet? We've always been able to use the PDR like a dash cam. Why would you not allow that on this? Why would you only allow that on a Corvette and not a Camaro? Doesn't make any sense. So they will let you have auto recording in valet mode, but for some reason, they won't allow you to have auto recording all the time. Okay, you guys are probably very familiar with this next one. There are the memory seats. And as you can see, this is the exit button that I have programmed. For some reason, the exit button, or the exit, when I get out of this car, when I shut it off and I'm ready to get out, only works when it wants to. Sometimes I click the start button here. I open the door and the seat works like it's working right now. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's working, okay? It shoved me back as far as it needed to shove me, and you'll be able to see I'm pretty far back. However, I would say 50% or 60% of the time that does not work. And I have to hold this button down to make it work. So I don't get it. I don't understand it. My wife and I will be driving somewhere. We'll get there. I'll hit the stop button, open the door, and the seat doesn't even move. So I have to hold that down. And then I'll get back in. The seat moves up to where it needs to move up to. I drive it. I get home. And it works. So yeah, 50 to 60% of the time it doesn't work. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. Now you guys know, if you've been watching my Camaro videos, that I've already complained about this, but I'm gonna go ahead and reiterate it in this video. The skip shift. So in 1995, well, in the year 2000, I had a 1995 Camaro Z28. It had skip shift. It was a pain in the butt. Now, it has the same thing. You try and go from first to second and it stops you and makes you either go to third or fourth. So just another thing that I just dislike, and I wish Chevrolet would fix it. Okay, this is another dislike. So this armrest looks really, really nice. It's got the SS logo on it. It's leather, stitched really nicely. But it's hard as a rock. I mean, there's like no give to it. There's a little bit, but there's not much give to it. I think GM could have done a better job with this and made it a little softer on your arm. You know, it's a $55,000 car. Make that softer. My next one stays right here with it, that the inside of this is quite a joke. There's a lot of wasted space, and then there's not much space left once you get to the back to really put much. So it's kind of a joke. Like I said, not too much of an area for you to put anything in, but you know what? I guess it's better than nothing. And when you shut it, I don't know if you heard that, it just sounds cheap. Come on, guys. Now, I know that I'm complaining about something that's going away, but hopefully GM will fix a couple of these things for their last 2024 Camaro. Let's hope. Now, obviously, I realize I've been giving you more than just 5 things that I dislike about this car. I'm going to give you a few more. Next is this steering wheel. This steering wheel is way too skinny, and that's why I added these nifty pieces to it. And by the way, I'll link these in the description below. But as far from Hot Rods DFW showed me these on his ZL1 1LE, and it was like a no-brainer to pick these things up because they widen your steering wheel. I hate how skinny it is. I really wish that they would pay attention to that. When you look at the competition for this car, the BMW M4, M3, the steering wheel on those bad boys is thick, it's girthy. And that's what you want in a car like this. You don't want a steering wheel that belongs in something that isn't luxury, that just has a skinny little steering wheel. You want something that says, hey, I'm in a powerful sports car that handles well. That's just my opinion. So the last thing that I'm going to complain about, and again, this is not something that would ever keep me from buying this car again, is just the really crappy plastic that's on a lot of this car. It reminds me of my 95 Z28, how hard and crappy the materials were. On a $55,000 car, you would think that they would put something a little nicer. I mean, even if it's just this type of material on the dash and everywhere up here, but it's not. This is like rock hard plastic. And same with down here, rock hard plastic. Then on the door, you'll see right here, rock hard plastic, all on here. Just, they could have used a little nicer materials. This is pretty nice right here and here and here. But I just feel like Chevrolet, GM, you guys could do something a little nicer with those pieces on this car. So ladies and gentlemen, that's really gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned what, to expect when you buy the car. A lot of us can't even see this thing until we own it because there's none at dealerships. They're super rare. You'd have to know someone with one, or you'd have to find a used one that is for sale and go look in it. But really, you don't know what you're getting into. I had no idea what I was getting into, but I just wanted to do this so that you would know. Again, I would buy that car again in a heartbeat. I absolutely love it. I'll end up doing a video of everything that I love about it, and I'm gonna do a video where I compare it to my $100,000 C8 Corvette and talk about how there are more niceties in some ways in this car than there are on that car. So let me know in the comments down below if you agree that GM should improve the 2024 Camaro before it goes out. Make it nice, make it really, really nice for the buyer. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Give it a big thumbs up. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope each and every one of you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next upload.